Come on. Two times. There go.
A first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
We know this offense, they're built around passing the football. That time, the running game didn't suit them so well.
Not so well, but they have to do it every so often. You have to be able to control the pass rush a little bit, make them somewhat hesitant before they come and get your quarterback. At least have the illusion that you have a running game.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Hey, we got 3 down.
From the gun, Fitzpatrick. And it's caught by Parker. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. But there's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
On first down, Drake. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Well, the 2nd down throw on target. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Ready?
On 3rd down, Fitzpatrick. And that's knocked away and incomplete. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 18.
Slam. Check out.
Hey, check 26.
Joker. Out.
Inside.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Jerome Baker there on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
No. 258.
Check 55 to Mike.
I want that. Give me that ball, defense.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers is going to fight into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Carl Joseph. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Fitzpatrick. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Come on,
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Counter play, Drake. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
On second and 11 now, Fitzpatrick. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Fitzpatrick to throw it. And it'll be intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
A running play on first down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The stop for no gain brings up second and 10 from the 20. Rodgers going to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
On second and 9, Rodgers. And this is incomplete.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on third and 9. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. It's like, what did they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how did...
Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first two drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? And turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
Space to maneuver at the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold.
He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. Two of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Big Sheldon Rankins there to bring him down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Green 18. Easy.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Hey, Alpha. 55.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And that is incomplete. Here's J.K. Scott now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 2nd quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football, as they'll start with a 1st and 10 at their own 20. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And a safety the last go-around. That's how we arrived at this 2-0 score. See if they can blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away, because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
44
Fitzpatrick now. And he finds Parker here, complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
That's good for Dolphins. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 32.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. 6-6. Pull it high.
From the gun, it's Drake. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Set, ready? 60 outlaw. 44's the mic. 44's the mic.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fitzpatrick. And down he goes. Fitzpatrick sacked. Kenny Clark has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't. And a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of 4th down, 1st down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on, because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
Down. 18, Gator. Danny. Ready?
They go play action here on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Fitzpatrick. Wide open receiver complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 27-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
Green 18. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Green 18.
From the 16, Rodgers. He's got a man, complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
Green 18. Ricky. Right there. Inside. Go. Green 18.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. On 2nd down, Dobbins. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. He was able to escape momentarily in the backfield, but you could just kind of tell that wasn't going anywhere.
You know, in the film session, he'll get a minus for not getting him on the ground by himself. But what the coach is really going to analyze, how fast did his teammates get there to help him? If one guy slows him up, everyone else better be there, and that's what they got on that play.
Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Preston Smith in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Brings up 2nd down.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. After the sack on first down, Fitzpatrick, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. A first down throw for Fitzpatrick. Try to lay one up deep. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there. 2nd down. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Now an open man. That's the tight end, Gesicki. It's complete. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
Yeah, they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The end result, 21 yards.
Ready. 60 Pittsburgh.
To the air again, Fitzpatrick. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. It's a gain of 7, and it'll bring up a second down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
He gets it into the arms of Parker, complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 34-yard line.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
You got 3 down. Ready.
Again, it's Fitzpatrick. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Complete to his running back, Kenyon Drake. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. This quarterback now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. Now Fitzpatrick. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Incomplete. Kevin King there defensively.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Fitzpatrick. Wilson's got it complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left.
They're not ready for that.
Final play of the half, Fitzpatrick. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is up to 5. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Raekwon McMillan coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
It's second down.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Throwing now is Rodgers. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Down. 8, read. Hey, man. Watch the boot. Watch the boot. Go.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Fitzpatrick. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down.
1st and 10.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, let's get in them holes.
From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. And this is Parker, complete. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Devontae Parker, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A very solid gain of 27. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 48-yard line.
Sponge, go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Protein spill. Hey, check 24. Go to 50.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
88. Hey, Zoo. Showing it. Check 37. Mike. Over.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. To throw is Rodgers. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 21. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back 1 pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. This home crowd, they're happy.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. Drake will start the drive on the ground. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And down he goes. Fitzpatrick sacked. Preston Smith, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Ready.
From the gun, Fitzpatrick. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 45. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. Extra point forthcoming. And this is back to a 5-point game.
Makes the score Dolphins 14.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This one taken from the 7. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Let's go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
You don't want none of that. Give it. Pick up the ball.
Back to it after the pick 6, Fitzpatrick. And this is caught. It's Parker. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin 1st down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
To throw is Fitzpatrick. Packer pressure, and down he goes.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
To try again after the sack. Fitzpatrick, and a completion to Wilson. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
70, Indy. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here.
On 3rd down, Fitzpatrick. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 34. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Fitzpatrick. And his throw's going to be incomplete. They've done a good job on these receivers, pretty much held them in check. They're a little too close for comfort.
And you're always looking for a play to get you going, right? You're looking for someone to make one. But maybe this penalty, this pass interference call, that can help shake them loose.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Fitzpatrick. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jair Alexander, the 30. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for two.
I got you. I got you.
They'll try and run it up the middle. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by two more. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one taken from the 7. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go! Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Here's Fitzpatrick. And it's caught by Parker. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10. They'll throw again. Fitzpatrick. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Fitzpatrick now. Caught by Wilson. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Let's go! And the Dolphins first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Check 50, check 50.
On first and 10, Fitzpatrick. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the third quarter. Back now in Miami. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kenny Clark in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
The Dolphins on third down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This will be 3rd and a mile. And now here is another interception. Adrian Amos with a pick. Parker, the intended target. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Push him back. Come on. Push him back. Tighten up. Tighten up. Tighten up.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins, they'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The Packers on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They're going to run this with a tight end. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up 4th down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick here is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
The Dolphins take over.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
At their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Come on, set.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Single.
Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. And he finds Parker here, complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
Ready.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Operating from the gun, Fitzpatrick. Wide open receiver, complete. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
Break. Hey, lock it. You ain't doing nothing.
From the red zone now, Fitzpatrick. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off inside the 10. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has in the red zone, driving for the winning score. And he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 14 yards, good for a Packer 1st down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory, down at the 33. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Well, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
On first down, Scott. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Big boys down there in the trenches, and a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you're talking about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense. And what a big-time play there.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. On second down now, Dolphins, and a short gain here down to the 22. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
Slam, slam, slam. Look, we're doing it.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point attempt to follow here. And the lead is now 13. They're on to the fourth quarter now, by the way, at Bank of America Stadium in Carolina. And the Panthers are starting to pull away in that one. That one's certainly of interest to many around the league. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Through the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it? An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Fitzpatrick. He's going to let it fly. And this one is incomplete. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Caught. It's Wilson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Ready, ready. Strong right, strong right, strong right. Ready, ready.
Fitzpatrick now to throw on first down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. Throwing again. Fitzpatrick. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown.
Touchdown, Dolphins. Jason Sanders for the extra
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for, and this touchdown will count. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Oh, for a second there, I had flashbacks to a few years ago, the NFC Championship game for the Packers, but here they're able to hold on.
And many things changed in Green Bay after that game. Personnel, people coaching, the whole deal. And in this case, they get it done. No fail like they had in Seattle.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
Raekwon McMillan on the tackle. A gain of 15. And a Packer first down.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus.